Hello students. So today we are going to talk about National Turmeric Board. Now before I talk about this National Turmeric Board, you know that Government of India is aggressively working for doubling the income of the farmer. And to double that income, Government of India has appointed a very famous committee, that is Ashok Dalwai Committee. Okay. So government has appointed a very famous committee that is known as Ashok Dalwai Committee. Now most of the time in your exam you will find that the question will come related to that how to double the income of the farmer. So no doubt you have to start this answer with Ashok Dalwai Committee. Now sometimes UPSC will also ask you that what steps has been taken to double the income of the farmer. Now the answer lies in crop diversification. Now when we are saying crop diversification, so government has set up a committee for that also. So for example, recently or you can say last year government has set up a committee that is headed by Sanjay Agarwal, and this committee is related to MSP and crop diversification. Similarly, you will see that Ashok Dalwai committee also talks about crop diversification. Now when I am saying that it also talk about crop diversification, what does it mean? Now, apart from rice, wheat, sugarcane and cotton production that is produced in our country, so we can say that around 60% of the our agriculture land, or you can say net sown area, is dedicated to these four crops. And we need to diversify our crops right now. So there can be, or you can say there are multiple reasons for it. One reason is that is to double the income of the farmer, as well as right now there is changing dietary habit of the people also. Okay, so government, if you see in last few years, they have focused on so many other crops like millets. So you know that 2023 is regarded as International Year of Millet. Next, if you see, we have also focused on, you can say, horticulture sector. So government has aggressively worked towards horticulture. Number 3, government has also focused on oil seeds. Now if you are reading newspaper, government has also focused on you can say purple revolution. So these are the things where government has focused. Clear? So here this time government has focused on National Turmeric Board. Now before I talk about this National Turmeric Board, so turmeric in Hindi you call it haldi. Okay. Now you know the story behind this. So there is one farmer from Telangana who has not weared a chappal, or you can say slippers, from last 12 years. So he remained barefoot from last 12 years. Now once this board has been announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on that day that farmer has weared that, you can say, that slippers. So ultimately the day Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced this board last week, so when I am saying last week means I am talking about, you can say, the October first week. Okay. So when Prime Minister announced this board last week, so at the time of announcement, government has invited that farmer. So you know why that farmer has not weared a slipper for last 12 years? Because they are not getting good prices for this turmeric. Okay. So you know that Telangana is a place where turmeric is cultivated. So haldi everyone is used by every person in our country, and haldi has lot of benefits also. So in this we'll see what this National Turmeric Board is going to do. Okay. Now if you see, as I told you that Government of India establishes the National Turmeric Board, and the purpose of this National Turmeric Board is to increase the awareness and consumption of turmeric and develop new market internationally to increase the export. So here if you see how this thing is going to be done by the board is, the board is going to do this thing by promoting research and development into new products and develop on our traditional knowledge for value added turmeric product. So you all have drink in your life haldi milk. So haldi has so many benefits. Okay. So that is why government is looking to promote haldi by using the traditional knowledge of our farmers. So you can say value added. So it means haldi will be linked to food processing sector. Now in this way, the overall target of the government is to export, or India expect that they will export haldi worth rupees, or haldi, or you can say haldi related product worth rupees $1 billion by 2030. So ultimately, this is a target has been given to the National Turmeric Board, that you have to frame a strategy that how to promote the utilization, or you can say use and consumption of turmeric, that is both in domestic and international market. So whatever slides I am going to show you, in every slide you will find a prelims question. So you must be ready. So agriculture is the only topic which is very important for both prelims and mains. Okay. So ultimately in prelims you can expect that they can ask you about National Turmeric Board, because it is newly established. So we have board for other things also, like tea board, coffee board. So this time we have National Turmeric Board. Clear? So this is the overall target of National Turmeric Board. Okay. Next, if you see what this board comprises of. So there you will see a chairperson who will be appointed by the central government. So here I have used the word chairperson because we have to be a gender neutral. Clear? Next, if you see, apart from chairperson, there will be secretary to be appointed by the Department of Commerce. Okay. So there will be a secretary which will be appointed by the Department of Commerce. Apart from this, so we'll move in this way. So there will be a representative from Ministry of Ayush. So you know Ayush talks about Ayurveda, or our, you can say, traditional medicines. So we have that thing. So ultimately we are looking that Ayush Ministry will suggest the National Turmeric Board that how we can use turmeric for our traditional medicine. So that is why they have this representation. Similarly, Department of Pharmaceutical. So total there are 9 members. So we'll see one by one. So ultimately Department of Pharmaceutical, so representative from this department will also be there. Next, Agriculture and Farmer Welfare Ministry. So representative from this ministry also. Next is Commerce and Industry of the Union Government. Okay. Next, senior state government representatives from 3 states on rotation basis. So basically some states where this turmeric are cultivated, so there will be a member from those states. So which are those states, we'll see later. Okay. Next, selected national and state institutions involved in research. Clear? Next, representatives of turmeric farmers and exporters. Clear? Representatives of turmeric farmers and exporters. Clear? So this is what you have to remember. And last is secretary to be appointed by the Department of Commerce. So these are the 9 members which you have to remember for your prelims exam. So you can expect a question in prelims, okay, from this, that who are the part of National Turmeric Board. Clear? Now moving further, if you see, or you can say there is some prelims information with respect to turmeric. So if you see, India is the largest producer, consumer and exporter of turmeric in the world. So ultimately we are the largest producer, consumer and exporter. Clear? Now if you see, during 22-23, 1.534 lakh tons of turmeric and the products to the tune of 207 million were exported to Bangladesh, UAE, US and Malaysia. So if you see the last year data, so how much turmeric or how much the value or worth of turmeric we have exported, that is $207.45 million. So ultimately right now target is to make it $1 billion by 2030. So we have a time period of 7 years. So we want to raise the turmeric export from this number to, that is from 207 to $1 billion. So this is what you have to first remember. Next, if you see the largest producing state of turmeric are, now this is important. So if you see the largest producing states of turmeric are, so they are Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So you can say whatever dry area, okay, so it is cultivated there. So although it's a part of geography, so you must know, okay, what are the climatic condition for the turmeric. So you can expect this also. So whatever points has been written there, so you can expect a question in the statement form in your prelims. So you have to mug up those points by heart, okay, or you have to keep that in mind. Otherwise you will, if question comes, then you will regret. Okay, so ultimately chances are like they can ask you who are the member of National Turmeric Board. So number one, that you have to remember. Okay, number two, like if you see that in this there is no member from Ministry of Food Processing, so maybe they can give you that Ministry of Food Processing is a part of National Turmeric Board. Because why? Because if you see one of the objective, or you can say in this they have said that we will develop on our traditional knowledge for value added turmeric product. So value added means we are looking for food processing. But here no member from food processing ministry. So here you can get confused. So if they give you in the option that these are the members and you have to select the correct one, so you can get confused. Okay, so you have to be ready with such thing. Okay, so ultimately Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So you can say it is particularly grown in dry areas. Okay, so ultimately Maharashtra, Telangana, so you can say Telangana plateau. In Karnataka, North Karnataka is the one, and similarly in Tamil Nadu, in the interior one, they are growing it. Clear? Now in India there are more than 30 varieties of turmeric are grown in India, and it is grown in over 20 states in the country. So basically these are the major or largest producing states. But apart from that, turmeric is grown in more than 20 states or over 20 states. Okay. Now if you see in the year 2020 to 23, an area of 3.24 lakh hectares, okay, was under turmeric cultivation in India with a production of 11.61 lakh tons. Okay. Or you can say our contribution is whatever is produced in the world, we are producing 75% of global turmeric production. So that is why here I mentioned that it is the largest producer. Okay. Largest producer. So 75%. So you can say India can become, or you can say utilize this potential or a global exporter in turmeric. Clear? So 75%. So we have to do something, that we have to increase its market. So if you see, government is working over many things to increase the market. And no doubt in saying that so many Indians are right now outside India. Okay, or you can say they migrated from India. So ultimately, automatically market is developing there. So we can utilize that potential. So when we have this much number of global, or you can say contribution under global production, 75%. So don't take it lightly. So it is a very big number. Okay, it is a very big number. Clear? Now if you see, apart from, you can say there are some states like turmeric is majorly cultivated in Tamil Nadu, Telangana, state of Karnataka, MP, Odisha, Bengal, Maharashtra and Gujarat. So apart from these largest producing state, other states where it is produced is like MP, Odisha, Bengal and Gujarat also. Clear? Now it enjoys 62% share in the global turmeric market. So it is, make it correct, it is 75%. Okay, not 62. Okay, so it is 75%. Okay, in the global turmeric market. Clear? So this is what you have to remember. Basically this number is basically production. Okay, this number is basically 62% is basically with respect to your export. So whatever is totally exported or traded, in that we have a 62% share. Okay, so this is what you have to remember. Clear? Now, if you see the benefits of turmeric, so ultimately, what are the benefits? So turmeric act as an antioxidant. Okay. Now again, you can expect this question in science and tech. Okay. So it act as an antioxidant. So this is what you have to remember. Okay. Next, it lowers cholesterol. So all are health benefits. It lowers the cholesterol. Okay. It fights inflammation. Why? Because it is having one component or compound, that is curcumin. Okay, a compound in turmeric which decrease inflammation in the body. It fights cancer. Okay, very deadly disease. Heart attack, improves brain health. Now, for UPSC student, it is very important to improve the brain health. Okay, so ultimately, you have to remember so many information. So, if you drink haldi milk once in a week, so that is good for you. Okay. Next, it provide relief from arthritis, as well as it fight diabetes. So you know that right now, India is regarded as diabetic capital of the world. So here we have a solution with respect to that. So I hope you get the benefit or health benefits of turmeric. So this is what you have to remember for your exam. Now always remember that in exam, UPSC used to ask such important prelims current affairs. So you have to, if you see each and every slide, so in each and every slide you will get some information. So either they can frame a question on health benefit of turmeric, either they can ask you a question with respect to the status of turmeric in India. So ultimately, global turmeric production 75%, global trade, where it is cultivated, how many varieties, okay, what is the current status of export, okay. So ultimately, from here we want to increase it to 1 billion, okay, and that is by 2030. So we have a time period of 6-7 years, okay. So India is the largest producer, consumer, and you can say exporter of turmeric. So these are the things that you have to remember. So when it comes to largest producer, so our contribution is 75%, and when it comes to exporter, our contribution is 62%. Now here again you have to remember the members which are part of this board. Okay. So you can expect a question from this area. Okay. Similarly, you have to remember that what is its objective, how they are achieving its objective, and what are its overall target. So these are the things that you have to remember. Clear? So these are the things that you have to remember. So I hope you learn something. Okay. So you can expect a question from this board, or you can say National Turmeric Board. Clear? So this topic is very, very important. Even if you see the previous year question, nowadays UPSC is asking a question from those crops, or you can say in prelims there is, you can say, one code that you have to remember. You can say crops which remain in news. UPSC used to ask a question from that. So if you see oil seeds, so you will find a question from oil seed in previous year. If you see cotton, you will find a question in cotton also from the previous year question paper. So definitely you will find certain question from this area. Clear? So I hope you learn something, and this topic is very, very important for you, and we'll meet soon. Till then, Jai Hind and have a nice day.